Okay, everybody, I got so many goodies on the table today. What we're going to learn today is making envelopes. I just barely started doing this, and I found it was really easy to do. So, if you would love to join and learn how to make your own really pretty, awesome envelopes, please stay tuned. So, I found all of these lovely patterns. You got this one that is really pretty. And this one. You know, tons of just different types of cool envelopes. I'll try and remember where I got these from and throw them up on my Pinterest page. By the way, if you go to my direct YouTube channel, up in the top corner, all the way up by my profile picture, and then there's that banner picture, there should be icons for all of my social media links. Also, generally, I try and leave a way to get to them in most of my videos, if not all of them. You could pretty much go into Pinterest, I think it's Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube even, Facebook, and Instagram, and type in at lilmissdasie with an IE, and you will find it. Type it the same way it's typed for my profile name here on YouTube, and you should be able to find any of my YouTube pages or any of my social pages. And in Pinterest, I have a section just for junk journaling. I think I have one called Junk Journaling Ephemera and one just called Junk Journaling. I haven't gotten around to organizing it. I just literally have been throwing everything into the one junk journal folder. So if you want to find Ephemera, check out both of those. There's tons of stuff, tons of photos for ideas on how to make your own junk journals, creative stuff. I even have a board where I've been trying to post my YouTube links whenever it will let me pull a photo from the YouTube. When it doesn't let me pull a photo, I just don't upload it, because I know Pinterest operates a lot off of photos, and no one's going to look at just a blank nothingness. So, if you also follow that board, I try to post up links there all the time. Generally, if you go to my Facebook page, at lilmissdasie, and like the page, I throw up every time I upload a video. I will throw it on my Facebook page. I also want to start hosting events. Here recently, someone asked me about ATC cards, so I want to start doing a little bit in that. And there's just so many other things I love to do aside from junk journaling, and I just want to start doing some small short videos on that as well. So, let's jump right in here. And I noticed that she unplugged some of my YouTube stuff, so I had to get that back rolling real quick. Alright, now that I'm back with you, here's all the videos I found. The way I found them was I went to pretty much any Internet Explorer page. I typed in envelope outlines, or envelope cutouts, something like that. Anyway, and I hit enter, and all of these outlines of envelopes popped up, and I just scrolled through all of them and picked the ones I like. I've been cutting up some of these goodies too. They came out of a cookbook. So, get yourself some envelope stencils. Would be another good thing for them, because technically that's what we're going to use them as, is stencils. Now, once you have found the ones you like, save them directly to your computer. If you have a printer, and hit Control-P or hit print. As soon as it comes up, it should give you an option to show you how to print your page and show you how big you want it and all that. Just go ahead and print it in the size you like, and you can print it in multiple different sizes. That way you can make multiple different envelopes off of one stencil. Once you've done that, and you print them all off like this, let's get started. So this one I cut out, and I'm not really going to use it for any projects I'm working on right now. So let me show you some really good items that I've found for making envelopes. So these I've been playing with right now. I got from Michael's, and they were in the clearance section. Work really great for making envelopes. I actually have wanted just to try them as junk journal pages as is. I haven't gotten around to making a junk journal like that yet. I also make other things out of these. Extra cardstock, especially in that color, is a wonderful thing to have. I'm going to pull out this one, where I'm going to set that one aside because we're going to use it. And see, I actually used this for an envelope. Oh, that's for another project. And here are the two main stencils I decided to go with. And I just fussy cut around the lines. And we will use those. I also grabbed this cardstock. I think this one was at Joann's on clearance. I always hit the clearance section. That's the best places where you can get your paper and cardstock. Always, always, always. I have a few YouTube video hauls if you would love to go look at them. I have some from Joann's, Michael's, I think. No, I'll have to do one for Michael's. I also definitely have one for Hobby Lobby. That one's a pretty popular one. Another great thing to use for envelopes is old book pages. Save your cutouts. You can do so many things with them. I've had so many plans lately. Okay, so let me show you some of the things that I got from Joann's this last week on clearance. All of these papers were like 25 to 50 cents a sheet. And I normally don't like buying the sheets, but when they're that cheap, especially for vellum, because I really don't have any, I go ahead and stock up on them. That is the best time to do it. Here's some sparkly sheets. Can you believe 25 cents a piece? And all of these are going to be amazing, especially these. You got some beautiful, vibrant colors that will be really fun for envelopes and any other projects you want to work on. I got some sparklies, some more clear stuff. So, oh, I thought these were really fun. Some cardboard style. This really pretty gold one. This, oh, sorry about that. This one right here. I love these as little cutouts because they work perfect for ephemera. I grabbed some of those for the Mother's Day journal I'm going to be working on. And I grabbed these. I think we will use this one. Let's put that one aside. And we'll put both of them aside since I'm going to be doing two different journals that I'll work with. I really like this one. And this one I grabbed for my sister because it's got cactus in it. And a flag one for the holidays. Our family's big into 4th of July. See, this one's really pretty. I grabbed this one for the Mother's Day one too. And this one's really pretty. I would like to try to make an envelope, but I don't think that would work out very well. I like this one. That one's going to be fun for something. I got a couple of these. And a paper pack for $7.47. So you guys got a miniature haul on top of making envelopes. And there are some beautiful papers in here. Look at those. Wonderful for some of the projects coming up. So, I hope you like those. I have 3 pieces of paper, technically, that I chose out here for envelopes. So let's jump in here and get this started. When I do my envelopes, I normally do not like to have, for instance, I'll do the same thing like I do in my other papers. I will not color on the colorful part. I will flip it over and color on the back. So you're going to kind of have to put your stencil on and hold it up to the light so you can see exactly where you want your stencil. And I think that is going to be really pretty. I'll have to show you when it's cut out. So I have a big window in front of me and I just hold it up at an angle like this. And I can see exactly where I want to place my stencil. Then I just lay it down. Got some highlighters here that'll work great. and just color on my stencil. You can use a pen, highlighter, pretty much anything you want, as long as it doesn't crazy bleed through the page where you want your envelope to be and it ends up messing up your project. So actually some cheap highlighters will probably work really great for this. When I'm actually sitting down in front of my desk and I don't have YouTube or any of that on, you can tell right here where I was actually using a pen, because I got a little bit more time to be gentle with it. And you can use the scraps of the leftovers for projects, or you can just throw it in the recycling bin. It just depends for me on what's left on the paper. I love Fraken pages, but when I print something off, sometimes whatever is left isn't good enough to use for any other projects. Alright, now let's get to cutting. Okay, now we have this extra leftover. I don't feel like I would use that, but this side right here I might actually use. So we will cut off these extra pieces. Well, maybe I'll use this one, but this one I won't use. So we'll just throw that in the recycling bin. Alright, now we have this beautiful envelope. Isn't that so pretty? And if you couldn't tell, this right here is the flat lip, which needs a little bit of trimming because it's not quite flat. Okay, this will be the bottom of your envelope. So that is the top. Now, we're going to fold up here, make sure that this corner and this corner are flat, and then just press out. And do the same with this side. Just make sure that this corner and right here is flat. Press out. And here. And press out. And then on this one, you line up the top and press. You can use a bone folder, which I've just picked up, especially if you're using cardstock. It would be a good idea. I finally decided it was time to buy one because I didn't have one. And they were on clearance too for, I think, 50% off. So there we go. There's the back of our beautiful envelope. What do you guys think? I think it came out so pretty. Now, I am not going to glue this together for the simple fact of I want to stitch around this. So, if you guys want to see how that's done, stay tuned. And I will do a stitching video. And then after that, I will show you how to glue. It's pretty easy. Just add your glue here and here, press and hold, and your envelope is done as soon as the glue is dry. I will also do that in my video of making ephemera if you guys are interested and want a more in-depth tutorial, if you feel like you need one. So stay tuned for that ephemera video for that. Alright, we got one more envelope I want to cut out for you. I know I just put it right here. Here it is. This itty bitty one. And I think, nope, there's not enough there. I want this one in the brown. Now, I like the brown and I want to save a lot of it. So I think we're going to use a not broken pen maybe, because that one's a little dilapidated. And because this is a stencil, you can just draw on it. See if your pen works, and that one doesn't work very well. Perfect. Alright, now line up your stencil where you want it to save as much as paper as you can, and just start drawing. Be sure to hold your stencil in place really well, because you don't want it to slip like that, like I just did on you. Color on the stencil, that's fine. try not to color so much out of the lines on your paper. Pull your pen in towards your stencil lightly. Don't overdo it. If you slip, just reline up your lines. That's fine. The reason why I say lightly color with your pen in towards your stencil is because you could color on the stencil and save the paper. And if you do it too hard, you're going to end up tearing your stencil. You can make yourself a stencil on heavier duty cardstock. I said duty. And it might help some of you out. I actually may do that later, considering I'm going to start making a lot more envelopes here pretty soon. But for a cheap, quick template, printer paper works just fine. That, and you can reuse it until it pretty much falls apart. Alrighty, there's your template. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Okay, now we have our cardstock one. Let's get our bone folder. We're going to need it. Fold up from the bottom, and your ink, pen marks, just leave them on the inside. That way you won't really see them. Alright, we're going to fold up from the bottom. I don't really have a scored thing, so I'm just going to use the bone folder and hope I don't kill it. Because it hasn't done me wrong yet. See, it looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to fold in this side. These ones are a little bit more temperamental and delicate because they're just smaller. Just fold up to right here where you figure the corner would start. Press it really nice with your bone folder. Do the same thing with the other side. Just pull it down and it's lined up there and there, and press. And do a good firm press with your bone folder. And now come in with your top. Now we're going to have a little bit of a just line it up on the top as best as you can, especially if you don't have a score machine or a scoreboard. And go in and press. You got a little bit of a wrinkle on the envelope, but that's fine. I think it kind of gives it character. And your envelope is ready to go. I like these ones. I want to put it out like this. And now you have an adorable little envelope. You can put a little stamp here, decorate the back however you want. Sew it if you like. This would be the stage, I think, where you sew it. So I'm not going to go any further on this tutorial. If you want to see the envelopes completely finished out, watch the ephemera video and join me for that one. I actually want to show you. Oh, here's another envelope that I found. It was really cool. So you would do this pretty much the same way as I did the other two. And this one came out really nice. Alright, I'm going to try and find the other two envelopes that I know I've done, and I'll get back to you. Okay, everybody, I have found the envelopes, or at least I think I did, because I remember stuffing them in the journal I'm currently working on. There we are. Okay, so here's this pretty envelope. I've started it. It will be featured in the ephemera video. I don't want to show you the back yet. It's too pretty. You'll have to run on over to the ephemera video to see it. And here's these ones. The way I did these was the writing is upside down and the flower. See, this is upside down. Then you turn it over and the flower and this writing will be right side up when you finish out the envelope. And I have two of those here. So those ones came out so pretty. I love the little flower. And this came out of that cookbook. Let's see, do I have it here? I know I do. Okay, so it came out of that cookbook piece that I showed you earlier. And it is literally, see these little flowers? They are perfect for making little envelopes. I may even make a few and make up an ephemera pack just to sell. Let me know if you're interested down in the comments, and I will throw it up on my Etsy if you are. In this video, if you comment about it, when I do my ephemera pack video, I will make some wonderful goodies, and then I will leave the Etsy link in the bio and all that information for the next video that will be finishing all this out. So, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye! Okay, everybody, let's get these envelopes finished up. Now, I kind of wanted this one to be a surprise, but if I want to show you how to do it, then, well, it can't be a surprise. So, I just hope the lovely lady who I'm supposed to swap with isn't watching. Anyway, here's the envelope. It's all ready to go. Now we're just going to take it over to the sewing machine and get it stitched down. Okay, guys, I hope I don't sound like I'm too far away. With the new camera setup, it's really high up, so with my next paycheck, I have to get myself a Bluetooth microphone. So, let's jump right in. Again. So, we got all these envelopes stitched together. In my last video, or one of my videos that are coming out, I should say, I stitched all these together. And now we are going to glue them real quick. I think they came out so pretty. Alrighty, literally, so easy to do this. This one I'm actually going to save for a second. But here's this one. Make sure your strings are out of your way. We got some new glue here, so it's time to break her in. 1 minute, I'll be right back. Okay, back at it again. Working hard, hardly working, huh? Alright, literally, put your glue on your envelope. Right along this stitch line. Push down the side. Maybe rub your glue in a little bit so it don't bleed everywhere. Although it probably will anyway. Push your sides down. You have to hold it a little bit apparently. Make sure it's a little tacky. Now you have yourself a nice little envelope. See how easy that was? Literally. Your 5-year-old could probably do it aside from the sewing. That is, you know, if you have a 5-year-old. I don't have. I have Fluffy. That's about it. Okay, we're going to rub the glue out so it dries. Just put a lot less on there and rub it out so it gets tacky faster. Alright, just push down your tabs here. And now your envelope's ready to go. Really quick and easy. You can also do it this way. Whichever way you like, but I like them on the outside better for some reason. I think they look much nicer. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about doing some ephemera packs like this too, pre-made. You can order them off my Etsy and then literally throw them into your journals. Let me know in the comments, and if you guys are interested, I would definitely love to throw some of these up on Etsy. They're going to look so cute when they're done. Again, remember, I said all of the ephemera pictures, all of these that I get on all the time, you can literally go to my Pinterest site and find pretty much every single piece of ephemera that I've worked with. If you haven't found it, I haven't had a chance to upload it yet, and I'm sorry, but go to my junk journaling and my junk journaling ephemera groups on my Pinterest boards, I should say, and you will be able to find them super easy. Okay, with this one, I need a pair of scissors and one of my papers I want. Okay, this is off of one I tried to make without a stencil the other day. Mistakes were made, and we're going to try that one again later. So, let's take our strings here, and we're just going to cut these. The ones on the front we'll leave because we really like those. So, I think I only want it to come down a little bit, just like this. Okay, that's exactly where I want it. Now I'm going to have to trim down from these corners a little bit. And then just go straight down. And round this one off. And just tack it off. Okay, look how perfect that came out. Right here needs trimmed a little bit, but that's okay because we won't really see too far down. And you can do this with a triangle also, or just your scrapbook. What I did was I started on the corner here. I corner chomped this, and then I went in and drew out the rest of my crappy pattern. So what you want to do is just go in with this, line it up where you want it, corner chop your top, and you can do the same thing with it. Alright, let's glue this into place. Just a little bit. We don't need to go crazy with it. And an X to make sure it won't go anywhere. Perfect. Line it up. Push it all into place. I'm going to trim off some of that. Won't be hard to do. Just hold your piece back here. Alright. Now let's hold these down, and look at that. You got a pretty inside of your envelope. Add some glue. Maybe smooth it out some. We should be finished with our glue. And now your envelope is ready. Isn't that such a pretty? You can even wax seal the top of this if you want to. I think that would be very fun. I got a fleur-de-lis one here. Maybe I'll do that later. I think I'll do it with the hot glue gun though, because that way I know it won't melt if it gets too hot in the mail, considering I live in Arizona. But our envelope is complete. We can stuff all of our little goodies in here. And they are ready to go. Alrighty, well, now that that's finished, I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye!